My lamp a good rub. Go on, go on. Yes, yes. Oh, dear.
I am the genie of the lamp.
It's Robin Williams, everyone.
No, I'm the genie. It's me. I'm the genie of the lamp. I'm in character.
Oh, right. I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
I can grant you one wish.
I wish to have Robin Williams on my show.
That's impossible. He's a big Hollywood superstar. He has an Academy Award. Are there any other wishes you have?
Well, I'd like to be young and beautiful.
Okay, I'll get Robin Williams.
Let's start the show! Show we've got for you tonight. You're in for a treat tonight, you are. Yes, he is here. Comic superstar Robin Williams is on the show. Fab star and queen of comedy Jennifer Saunders is here. Lord of the Hobbits Elijah Wood is on the show. And we've got music and chat with the brilliant JLS. All right, yes. All right, yes. Delighted to welcome Robin Williams back to the show. What a legend. Oscar winner, stand-up, man of 1,000 voices, and star of almost as many films. One of his biggest, of course, was Mrs. Doubtfire. Now, I love watching things where a man pretends to be a woman. You know, like Tootsie, Hairspray, I'm a Celebrity. Also delighted to welcome Elijah Wood back to the show. Oh, lovely Elijah. He's best known for Lord of the Rings. He was part of a big Hobbit family. Yeah, there was Frodo, Bilbo, and, of course, Subo. That's brilliant. No, come on, that is a brilliant picture. Did she audition? That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, straight out of Middle-earth. Elijah currently starring with Robin in Happy Feet 2. And in Happy Feet, Elijah's character Mumbles causes horror and derision when he starts dancing. I'm sure that reminds me of someone. Oh, yeah. Of course, the big straight news is that Russell Grant is out. I know. To be fair, I sort of guessed that a few weeks ago, didn't you? Yeah. No cutaways to wives or anything. Exactly, he was fired from a cannon. He was, yeah. Oh, look at him. About to go where he's never been before. Let's get to guests on! Later on, we'll be our music and chat from JLS. But first, from Happy Feet to Hairy Feet, it's my favourite Hobbit, Elijah Wood! Sit yourself down. Very good. She's the F-Fab star who never goes out of fashion. It's Jennifer Saunders. Woo! Oh, pumped up. You look lovely. Yeah. Come in. Sit yourself down. Right, Jennifer. And the Aladdin genie, who's a comedy genius. It is Robin Williams. Oh, very nice to see you. You all know each other, of course. Oh, yeah. Why not? Oh, that's a happy sofa.
He's got wine.
I've got wine. Do you not have wine?
I want wine.
But didn't someone ask you, would you like a drink on set?
Yeah, I don't...
Thomas! White wine from Saunders, please!
Would you like a white or red wine for you?
A white wine, a Sauvignon.
Sauvignon Blanc, oui,
Yes.
Sauvignon.
Thank you.
Thomas! You're getting wine.
I'm getting wine.
White wine for you, huh? Chardonnay gone tomorrow, it's a good thing.
Of course, you're very good at the French now, because...
I was just there for my honeymoon.
Honeymoon, ladies and gentlemen. exciting.
It's wonderful. We had this lovely Anne Frank suite at the hotel, you know. Up 3 flights upstairs. Coming this way, huh? Or the Notre Dame honeymoon suite, which is this way. If you need anything, just ring the bell. But it was lovely. Oh, it's so great to be there.
And are you, I mean, are you pestered by, does the paparazzi bother you on your honeymoon?
Oh, they're French. It's like animal photography. They go, kiss her. Now lift up your skirt. Do it. Be a man. And they're walking around. Even the children are smoking. They're like, hello, Robin. How are you? But it was so sweet. Lovely to be there.
I'm told your wine order is ready. Where's
Thomas!
Where's the wine? Where's the wine? Oh, there it is. There it is.
Thank
Oh,
you.
lovely.
What's your name?
Take this away. Give this to some
you,
starving
Katie.
person.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm really happy now.
Yeah, bet you are. But you should be so happy and giddy because AbFab's back. Yeah!
Three episodes.
To release them.
2 at Christmas and 1 for the Olympics.
Marvellous.
Yes, they are coming.
We're going to talk about them more in a bit, but right now I just need to check, are you all right? Because you had a bit of a fall, I believe, a tumble.
Yeah, I'm fixed now. I
Oh,
have my
good.
head glued back together.
Was it that bad?
Oh, God, yeah.
So what happened?
It's a bit embarrassing. I was...
Talk slowly.
I've got this dog, and I took it out. I'd had a few glasses. And I took the dog out for a walk late at night, and up and down the street, and I leant against this railing, and it turned out to be a gate, and it went straight down. Straight down. I was just in my flip-flops and a little white dress because it was summer, and it went straight down. I felt myself falling. You think, oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, this is going to be bad. And you hit, and you go, oh, no. And I thought,
Reading the dog's like...
Did the dog care?
no, dog was waiting on the end of the long lead, and
Oh, I see.
sort
Oh,
of-
right.
then I had to roll backwards. I had to do a backward somersault down the steps, and I came back and I thought, oh, it's bad. This is, this is bad. And so I got back at the steps, and I got to the top, and I thought, got to make my way home. And there were some boys coming down the street, and they must have seen this mad person in white disappear. And then come back up with blood covering the whole of the front of my dress.
Oh, no.
And they said, are you all right? I said, I'm absolutely fine. I'm completely fine. Are you all right? I walked back down the street with the dog.
See, so now
It was quite hilarious.
So you got back together again with all the AbFab ladies, and Elijah, you've had a similar experience because you've just slipped into your hairy feet once more.
I have.
Hairy feet.
Yeah, because to do the Hobbit movies.
Yes.
So, I mean, that must have been weird, because you must have thought we're never going back.
Completely. Yeah. I mean, it was 8 years ago that we finished the last film. So that was it. I mean, in my opinion, at the time, there was no more to do with Frodo. And then they started this idea of doing The Hobbit. And Frodo's not actually alive during the time of The Hobbit, chronologically. But they came up with this idea that they told me about a year before they'd finished writing the script. They said, well, we've written this thing. It's kind of a flash forward that includes you. Would you like to come back? Oh, my God. What a dream to revisit that sort of time in my life. It's
But also, when you
extraordinary.
get to New Zealand, you must be like a god. Like, you must be like, he's back!
Bring him to me. He's come again in the flesh.
Well, this thing happened because when we were making the films, all of us were like locals. You know, the community in Wellington and all the places that we traveled to knew what we were doing and knew of us. But they treated us like locals. We were there for so long. But after the movies came out, it was a totally different energy. So now people recognize us from the films. But it's still kind of local going back to Wellington.
Yay!
Homemade signs, things like that.
Indeed.
Yeah. Now, Robin and Elijah, we've separated you in a sort of Jennifer sandwich because we were worried they might be slightly sick of the sight of each other.
I just think
Because you have been together for some time now.
We've been doing the voices for Happy Feet. Like we record all together in the same room, which is kind of wonderful.
But that's really unusual, isn't it, to all be together?
Yeah, I guess, because I mean I forgot that when I did Aladdin I was alone in the room, and then the first day I said, do you mind if I try something? And I went, oh, sure, fine. And then 23 hours later they have 40 different characters, but it was like,
Wow.
But it was this weird thing of most of the time you're alone and you're recording, and usually the director's someplace else, either New York or Australia, and it's like bad phone sex with NASA. I mean, Did we get it? But when you're together in the same room, it's a blast because you get to play off each other, which is wonderful.
Because you did Shrek 2?
Shrek 2.
Where did you get to meet anybody? No.
Nobody.
No.
Not until the junket.
And they wouldn't even let you do a voice, would they? They just...
Well, I tried a few.
Oh.
But this is sort of what it ends up as.
And Elijah, apparently you noticed that Robin got quite warm in Australia while
it's
working.
Crazy. I mean, you're just doing a voice, but because you're working together, I was sweating more than Marlon Brando after a Mexican meal. It's just you get really worked up because you are full contact doing the voice, playing off each other. And plus, we had all these great comedians, all these, the Los Amigos Penguinos. They're all like Carlos Alvarez, Johnny Sanchez, Lombardo Boyard. They're all these Latin comics who are great. And you play off each other and you riff and you start to build a rhythm, which is great.
But is it true you sort of nearly passed out when you were doing Lovelace?
Yeah, I started to... I was just kind of kidding. Because Lovelace is, you know, part preacher, part pimp. I started doing this kind of... I'm a pimp now! George is always there to go, no, don't be afraid, Robin, go, do it. And all of a sudden I realised, oh, no, I'm going to pass out. He'll have a great time. But he lets you go, and you start riffing, and he would do stuff. He'd just play, and then George would go, no, that's great, do it.
But do you worry about that? Because, I mean, you had a heart operation.
Yeah, I had heart surgery. I have a cow valve, which is great because I can crap standing up now. But the surgery, once you have the surgery, you have to take it slow. It's weird. I can't eat meat because you're one of them. Yeah, it's like, no, have a cow? No, you're part cow, bastard.
Do you have to pace yourself? I mean, not to be indiscreet, but on the honeymoon, do you have to kind of think about
and Viagra is not your friend. No. After heart surgery, are you coming? No, I'm dying! No, you have to be very... Yeah, you do have to pace yourself.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, pace yourself. Yeah. Pace yourself. Are you ready, my dear? A bit of foreplay. That's enough. Let's go. Are we ready? Shall we? Yes, let's go down there. How are we doing? Better? Good luck using any of that.
Just because is it true you were on the same drug, that drug that Michael Jackson...
Well, propofol, which nickname is milk of amnesia. And Michael Jackson was taking propofol to sleep, which is like doing chemotherapy because you're tired of shaving your head. It's like a drug. You wake up... I woke up from my heart surgery after propofol. I had the surgery in Cleveland. After propofol, I woke up from the surgery and went, where am I? And they went, Cleveland. And I went, why? And I looked down and there was wires and everything. I went, oh, I get it. But it's a devastatingly powerful drug. Wow. It has to be administered in a hospital situation, and he was doing it at home, so it's...
God.
Oh, yes, sir.
So you're all newly married, and I just met your daughter before the show.
Oh, she's wonderful. Zelda, she's an actress, and she's named after the video game Zelda.
No, see, okay, you can do that, but do you tell
her brother Mario. She was named... My wife was pregnant with her, and my first son, Zachary, was playing the video game, and he went, what about this as a name for a child? And I went, it's a great name.
It is a cute name.
It's wonderful. I mean, is she named after the alcoholic who swam in the fountain at the... You know, no. Not Zelda Fitzgerald. It's Zelda... And she's magical and wonderful. And I think she's grown up with it and done quite well with it.
But also, and this could give you ideas for names to name your children, she's now doing promotion for the game.
Yes.
And she gets paid to be called Zelda. That's genius. Next dog, Smirnoff. Smirnoff. You can have a shake again. That's genius, though.
Well, who knew at the time? You go, you know, child, one day you'll be making money off this. Here's a little handheld device. Good luck.
So listen, back to Happy Feet. You reprise the two roles.
Yeah, Ramon and Lovelace.
And Lovelace has a new sweater now.
Yes, it's actually based on a true fact that in Australia, after there's oil spills and disasters where penguins are covered in oil, they use detergents to wash them off. And then they which causes them to lose all their natural insulation. So there's a group of little ladies in Australia who knit jumpers for penguins. Yes, and they're basically, you know, these are all for the little ones, you know. And they knit these penguin sweaters that the penguins wear until their feathers grow back.
That's adorable.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they like tank tops, or do they do it as a thin arm?
A lovely gay jumper. What are you doing? I want something to make my flippers look good. I don't know.
But is it true you were supposed to do 3?
Initially, they had me doing the voice of the Scottish penguin.
That's right.
Yeah, but then it sounded too much like Mrs. Doubtfire on steroids, so it was like... and eventually, just doing 2 voices is great. I mean, just to do any voice in a cartoon is pretty wonderful.
And Elijah, was it on a TV show they made you look after a real penguin?
Yes, I think it was the Today Show.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and the penguin pooed on me. But that happens all the time on chat shows when they have animals.
Oh, yeah, big time.
What's a
You know.
penguin thinking?
It doesn't bother me. I mean, it's a bird, and that's what happens.
Did they offer you free dry cleaning, that kind of thing?
They may have had a wet wipe, perhaps.
Years ago, I worked with an orangutan on Mork and Mindy. Oh. And I was walking down the street with the orangutan, and they're sweet. They're kind of like old Jews, like, hello. Nice. I was walking down the street, and I was holding the orangutan's hand, and all of a sudden, the orangutan reached up very slowly and undid my fly. And then all of a sudden, the trainer went, no, Tommy, no. And he zipped it back up.
You're not kidding me.
I also met Coco the gorilla. I met her. She signs, you know.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, and she was very sweet, and she met me, and I guess because I'm so hairy, she went, I'd like to take you in the back room. And the trainer said, if she takes you back there, I can't help you. I was hit on by a gorilla, so that'd be a great story for a bar, going, I had a crazy night, and I picked up a wonderful lady, and I went, really? I slept with a gorilla. How was it? But it was crazy.
Jennifer Saunders, we must all hail the return of Ab Fab. Now, yes. It seems churlish to complain before they've even come on, but why only 3?
Well, it
why
was
not
because
just
it was...
rouse yourself into a whole series?
Well, I wasn't... They didn't want to... I wasn't offered a series. It was because it was the 21st anniversary of when it first went out, I think. And so they said, do you want to do something? I said, well, yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a couple, you know, go out to Christmas. And they said they want one for the Olympics, so we did 3.
And everyone's back and...
Everyone's still alive.
Phew.
Phew.
Yeah, that depressing first episode. Just explaining. And have you gone with the celebrity cameos again?
We haven't really got many celebrity cameos. We've got the regulars, Lulu and Emma Bunton. And a couple of others, but to be honest, if you've got 3, you've got a huge cast to try and get into all of them.
And was it kind of a lovely thing going back, or was it?
It really was. I felt that it was kind of felt like the right time to do it, and everyone was up for it, and everyone seemed the same. I mean, it just seemed the same, you know. Obviously, to read through, you get a lot of the clapping open of the spectacles cases and people bending low to look at the lines.
I see you now.
The click of bones as you walk around the floor.
Did you write all that in? I mean, are you all...
Oh, they are older. I mean, Adina is like 60 now.
No.
I'm not saying she's 60 because I refuse to play her as 60. But
Why
she
would
would
you?
be. She would be because she was 40 21 years ago.
God. And we know that, obviously, Ab Fab has earned you BAFTAs, International Emmys, but you have had lots of other honours. Now, was it the New York Senate?
Oh, yes.
Feted you.
We got made honorary New Yorkers, me and Joanna, and it was a ceremony that was going to be at the Senate in New York, and it was during Gay Pride Week.
Oh.
And so it was the LGBT and all the other letters awards, and so we went. I thought, oh, this is going to be a bit of a good old night, you know. And so to Joanna, I said, when we go to New York and we go into all these parties, there's normally sort of 6-foot men dressed as us, and we walk in looking like small town mice, little tiny people, like this, and they never recognise us. They go, "Is Jennifer here? Is she here?"
Big drag queen.
Like this.
I'm
And you go,
Louise.
and Jennifer goes, oh, shame. And so I said to Joanna, let's go, you know, dressed up. So I got a white hat and I got the Stars and Stripes tied around it, great white suit on. Joanna was there. And I said to her on the plane, I said, do you think I need to make a speech? And she said, no, I don't think so, darling. I think just, hello, darlings, that'll do. Oh, thank you very much, sweetie darling. That'll be fine. And so we went dressed up, looking like clowns. Clown versions of ourselves, to, honestly, one of the most serious events I've ever been to. It was deeply, deeply...
We are here to honour commitment to social change.
Yes. And lots of songs to people who died of AIDS. It was... And there was tears and slow piano playing. And I said, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you for no speech. Well, I'm going to get up there. Whoopi Goldberg introduced us with such a lovely citation. And then I went up and I went, thank you, sweetie darling. It was honestly, I've never been so embarrassed in my life. I had a Stetson with the Stars and Stripes around it. I was like... God.
Oh, man.
But actually, the evening was saved because we then went on to a gay club where they'd done a look-alike contest. And suddenly I was with my people. I was happy.
Now, not to piss on your lovely award,
no.
but, Robin, you won the Oscar for...
So I've got why.
Not to piss on your lovely award.
Yeah, it's like, wow. Presumably that must be, obviously, a career highlight. Did it change your life?
No, for like a week. It was like, hey, congratulations, way to go. Good Will Hunting, way to go. 2 weeks later, hey, Mark! It's back being that again. So it lasts, I mean, the moment they say your name when you win, English becomes a second language. And I forgot to thank my mother, and she was in the audience. Yeah, even the therapist went, get out! I was like, oh, wow, that was rough for the next few years. Like,
God.
Well, how's the award? You came through here, how's the award?
And Elijah, you must have had the most amazing night when Lord of the Rings... It equals... It's the most Oscar wins of all time. It equals the record, didn't it?
So surreal. It was 11, yeah. I think it was the most ever nominated and won together, yeah.
Wow. But then, I love this, you didn't go to all the kind of proper... Like, you didn't go to the Vanity Fair parties or any of that. Tell us where you went.
TheOneRing.net, the fans, basically, of Lord of the Rings, had their own party, the One Ring Party, celebrating the Oscars, and we went to that party. And Billy Boyd was wonderful.
That's great.
And we actually, I believe we took the Oscars there and displayed them. I think Pete showed up and everything. Billy Boyd sang, Dominic Monaghan sang. Wow. It was just a joyous, beautiful event.
And we
ended up staying there all night. We thought we were just going to show up and kind of make an appearance and thank everyone for having a great party in our honor. And it was the best. We just stayed there.
Made a videotape later called Hobbits Gone Wild.
What big feet moving on?
It was a beautiful night because we felt like I mean, they were celebrating this thing with us, and, you know, so many of the people who were a part of making the films were there at the Oscars that night, and it was a big family. You know, we were celebrating as a family. It was beautiful.
And was it at the Oscars or no? It's Golden Globes, I think, where you were. Was it Jack Nicholson?
Backstage, yeah.
Were you waiting to go on with Jack Nicholson?
I was waiting to go on to present an award. Jack was back there. Yeah, this is good. Jack was back there, and Dustin Hoffman was back there, and somehow Lord of the Rings came up in conversation, and he stood there and he said, you know, I can't do it, Jack.
Oh, you can do it. No, go.
I won't. I actually won't do it because you're too good. But he basically said, you know, that movie, it just had so many endings. It just wouldn't end. And he said to me that he actually walked out before the end. He said, oh, that's how it started. He said, what happened? And I said, Jack, what do you mean? What what happened? He said, well, tell me what the end was. And I said, well, you know, at the end, the hobbits are saying goodbye to each other, and Frodo gets on the boat and sails into the Undying Lands. He said, I didn't even see it. I walked out before the end. So he was basically complaining that there were just too many endings to the film.
Drugs wore off. That's
yeah.
I have to go
outside for a little medication.
When I won my Academy Award, he was there. He won, this was his 3rd Academy Award. We're standing backstage because they're just about to take you to the press conference, and he goes, "You know, Robbo, now I have one for every decade." Oh, you bastard!
Talking of movies, we constantly read these rumours, but is Ab Fab movie? Is someone talking to you about that?
Well, I did say it to someone, and it seems to have ballooned into an idea. Oh, you're looking way too excited now.
No, that's great.
No, I'm thinking about it, really seriously thinking about it.
That'd be fantastic.
Done.
That's 600 tickets right there.
June is like the eternal person. She will never change.
She seems to
just
look
change.
younger now.
I
but
think she's looking a bit younger.
Yeah, mad. Now listen, Elijah, I mentioned that you're going back for the Hobbit movies. Was there any bit of you that kind of thought about it? Because you must have been getting to a bit in your life and your career where people had stopped yelling Frodo at you in the street.
Oh, no.
Oh, really? No, that just never goes away.
Pretty perpetual thing. Really.
Oh, okay. So you can get a table. You can get a table anywhere.
He's wearing a ring.
It's a ring, yeah. It's not a ring of power, though. That would be...
It does look like the ring of power.
It does a bit, doesn't it? It's actually Hebrew.
Precious.
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And is it true, and this seems unlikely, that you own a single piece of every bit of memorabilia that they produced for Lord of the Rings?
Oh, well, that's half true. So I've got a few things from the actual film. So I have the ring, I have Sting, I have a map from Bilbo's study or the living room in Bag End. And I just recently, because I went back and did the final bit on The Hobbit, and they gave me the book that Bilbo writes in. He writes The Hobbit, there in back again, A Hobbit's Tale, and then I finish it as Lord of the Rings. They gave me that red volume, which is beautiful.
The actual prop?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And on my last day in Hobbiton, it was pretty magical. I know, it was amazing.
Hobbiton.
But then This is all right. It's a real... So listen, it's a real place. They've actually...
No, it's not.
Graham.
Let him have his dreams! Don't you screw up his dreams! His feet are big too. Let him dream.
So they've actually built it. We built it for Lord of the Rings. We took all of the facades away, and then it's since been a tourist attraction. And now it's been rebuilt for The Hobbit, but with sustainable materials, with real woods, so it'll always be there.
Whoa.
So from now on, you'll actually get to see Hobbiton and visit it as a real place.
And will you be able to
You
stay
can't
there?
stay there, no.
You can't. Oh.
But they are turning the Green Dragon pub
It'll be too
into a
big
visitor
for it,
center.
surely.
People
We
coming in.
won't fit it.
Where's my bedroom? This way, sir. Here's the jacuzzi. Just there we go. Let's get it going, Bobby. I'm sure people go, yes, we're going to Hobbiton for Christmas.
I turned 19 when we first went to Hobbiton. And I'm 30 now. I was talking to Pete when we were there on my last day. I said, you realize that I had my 19th birthday in Hobbiton? Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Wow. It is wild.
Puts things into perspective.
Not many people can say that. I had my birthday party in Hobbiton. I was circumcised at Disneyland. What happened?
No one could have known that it was going to take off and become a real place. Yeah.
Stop it.
It's like a real place.
It's a whole tourist industry based on that.
Good luck getting into New Zealand, asshole.
Oh, should they show me?
I was going to go, oh, look, it's him! It's Graham Norton. Come on, Graham, good luck on you.
Yeah. He's a Hobbit denier.
He doesn't believe in Hobbit. Bastard.
Listen, it is time. It is time to meet our musical act for tonight. These boys have gone from not winning a reality show to winning 2 Brits, 4 Mobos, and having 5 #1 singles and selling over 2 million albums. Please welcome JLS! Right, now let's see if I've got this right.
This is like a big sofa.
I know this. So, so it's
No.
Marvin. JB.
Yes.
Riche. Yes. And, oh, Frodo, you'll love this. This one here. This one here. Aston Marigold. He could be a neighbour.
White Hobbity.
He lives in Hobbiton. He was discovered in Middle-earth's Got Talent. Dear. So now, what are you singing for? Strike? You're not singing the current single, are you?
No, it's our next single. Do you feel what I feel?
Brand new. Exclusive to you.
Thank you very much. No, I saw you leaping around in rehearsal. They have the use of themselves, Robin. They do. They're very energetic. Because you were on top of the world.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it couldn't have gone better. Because at what stage did you leave the X Factor?
We came second.
Yeah.
And when that happened, did you know at that point that, oh, we're all signed up and we're safe?
No, we weren't happy.
We literally ran. No, we weren't.
Not happy.
No, we weren't. No, literally, like, obviously going backstage and we were, well, we weren't banging on Simon's door, but we were literally, you know, outside the door, strolling around while he's in there. Obviously, he's excited, the show's over. We were like, nah, hold on. Like, you know, what's going to happen? So it was a little grueling time for us at that time, but, you know, it all worked out for the best.
Basically, we kidnapped Simon Cowell and said, we need to get a deal right now. And he said no.
Did you really say no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Thank you. Yeah, you can say what you like now. Now, JLS, obviously, there's lots of promotional opportunities for bands, dolls and T-shirts. You have dolls, don't you? There's JLS dolls, yes. And T-shirts and posters and things. But JLS, very excitingly, they have their own range of condoms, everybody. Nice.
That's wonderful.
Now, who sells best?
You know.
Do you really?
Marigold.
Yeah, Marigold sells
Just
the
to
best.
ask for one would be great.
Yeah.
I could have a marigold number 4.
And presumably you've all got these in your own bedside lockers. Kind of like, let me just get my condoms. No, that's a really cool thing. They should start selling personalised condoms. It's good. And you know the way, like, for condoms, they're more sensitive for better lubrication. The big selling point on these ones is smells better.
That's wonderful.
How bad were they before, boys? What is that smell? Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
But now people are going, it smells like a marigold, Thomas. What is it? It smells like a marigold. Try the begonia. My God.
Oh, we're holding your album, Jukebox, off that album, which is in record shops now. If you find a record shop, it'll be in there. Seriously.
The old days, your mother and I used to buy those. Before the download, little CDs.
Hey, before we go, let's have a story or two in the red chair. Who is up first? Hello, nice lady.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
That's Sharon.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Where are you from, Sharon?
I'm from Perth, Australia.
Perth in Australia. Perth, Australia. Lovely.
Good on you, Sharon.
Do you live here or there?
I just moved to London to work, hopefully, and to meet a husband.
Okay.
Whichever comes first.
No, wait a minute. Did you really say whichever comes first?
Yes. I'm getting desperate. I moved to the other side of the world, so...
What's your surname at the moment?
Box.
Wow.
Box, as in cardboard, box.
Oh, that's
Sharon Box.
awful.
You remember the box girl?
Right, Miss Box, off you go with your tale.
Okay, I was in the Bali monkey forest, which is a forest where monkeys roam around wild, and you can sit and have a photograph taken with these monkeys. So the guide put this huge big monkey in my lap, and it was a great big male, and it was really, really ferocious, and the monkey's supposed to just sit in your lap and not move while they feed it some peanuts. But this monkey took a liking to me, and it started groping me and grabbing my chest and, you know, manhandling me like a bit of a first date, really. And then he was on my shoulder and he was on my head, And then I felt this sort of wetness next to my ear, and I knew I wasn't supposed to move, but I turned my head and I saw this great big red penis, and it was trying to put in my ear.
Wow.
That's the story of the box and the red penis. Dear diary, dear box lady and the red penis.
Good luck finding a husband now.
So you're the girl with the monkey dick?
Yeah. Technically still a virgin, but...
We let her go there because we knew that was coming.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
We just let her go
We didn't know how far it was going to go.
No.
Yeah, and then it went far enough. Anyway, one more. Last one. Oh, wow. Hello, sir.
Hello, Graham.
Hi. What's your name, sir?
Ron, Graham.
Ron. This is Ron. And where are you from, Ron?
Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, beautiful city. Beautiful city. Off you go with your tale.
My wife and I were living in Cologne, and while we were living there, we had a lot of visitors from Canada.
Yes, I can imagine.
And our favorite place to take them was the Cologne Zoo, and the favorite part of the Cologne Zoo was the gorilla paddock.
Oh, yes.
And one day I had a few of my friends at the gorilla paddock, and there was quite a few other people there as well, but the gorillas, there was two of them, they weren't very exciting. They weren't being very entertaining.
You know how it feels.
And then the other was sitting on a boulder, picking various parts of his body and examining the product.
Keep going, Ron. Keep going.
Yes. Well, I thought that I could try and entertain these gorillas or get them to do something entertaining, so I started my gorilla dance, you know, like... And sure enough, after about 30 seconds of doing that, the gorilla sitting on the rock stopped picking, stood up, looked directly at me, and went...
At this address. I love that slow clap from a monkey. It's just like, thank you to my guest tonight, JLS! Jennifer Saunders! And Mr. Robin Williams! Join me next week when I'm going to star Bradley Cooper, actor Jessica Biel, comedian Sarah Millican and James Corden, and we'll have music from the one and only Lenny Kravitz. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Do you fancy becoming a millionaire? Silly question, I know, because next on BBC One, the National Lottery are about to make 18 new millionaires, and one of them could be you.